2 of our ski fit program, ski preparation. We're going to start off with our gentle mobility warm-up, get things moving, get things primed for our strength portion, which will be round 2. So we're going to start off today with a reverse lunge with a rotation. So you're going to step back with the left leg, rotate to the right side, stand up tall and repeat. Same side. Each of these warm-up exercises, we're going to do 2 sets through, 60 seconds each one. Alright? As always, listen to your body. Only do what feels good. Don't over push it unless you are a super advanced athlete. And if you have any limitations, slow it down. We're all coming from different start points. So the most important thing with any sort of physical fitness program is leaving yourself feeling better at the end than when you start. There is another podcast I have out where we do talk about burnout and breakdown, and that's a huge part of our physical training and an area where we don't want to go. We're looking for vitality, regular health and fitness maintenance. I got one more and then I'm changing side. And boom, stand up tall, right leg goes back, rotate to the left side. Right, rotate to the left side, boom. Hopefully last week's program was the right level. Today we are going to go up a little bit on that. So I'm going to offer a few more advanced options for you. If last week was the right level, please feel free to just go through that again, or take bits and pieces of this and that and mix them up. Alright, reverse lunge, rotation, reverse lunge, rotation. So you will find a theme over the 2-month program where some of the movements are repetitive, squats, lunges, lateral lunges, and it's what we put around them that can, before or after them, that makes the difference. This is my last one. And done. So our next one, we're just doing a simple prisoner squat. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head. I'm going to squat down, stand up tall. So inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. If you're looking from the side, those hands stay high. It keeps my back, my posture much more upright. I'm pulling my elbows back. It's a nice, easy way to accelerate the warm-up, work on mobility and posture. Inhale down, exhale up. So in our warm-up, we've got 4 different exercises, 1 minute each, and we're doing that 2 rounds through. Boom. I think I'm almost through. I got 3 more. And then I'm going to come into a lateral lunge with a quad stretch. And last one, and done. Okay, so my lateral lunge, I'm going to sit into the right side. I'm going to come out, I'm going to balance on my left, and I'm going to give that quad a nice little stretch. Same side. Inhale, come back out, nice little quad stretch. Good. And again, similar to last week, you might notice round 1, your movement is not very deep. It might be a little bit slower, and that's okay. What we're looking at it is, as the name suggests, it's a warm-up. So this early on, we're not looking to be the finished article, the finished product. We're looking at increasing extensibility and mobility of our muscles, joints, and get them ready for greater pursuits ahead. And that'll be the same on your first day in the slopes. We don't go straight into hardcore aggressive skiing. We build it up, bit by bit. I got 1 more, and then I'm going to the left side. Down, up, and boom. Now the other thing I didn't mention with this, if you are someone who struggles for balance, you can come beside a pillar, grab onto it, and go for that quad stretch. Or somewhere in between, where you put your foot down, and stretch over the more advanced option, go straight into that single leg balance from there. Boom. Inhale, exhale. 15 more seconds. And then the last one I'm going to do on our warm-up is a posture one. So looking upper back, low back, chest and shoulders. It's going to be a nice simple wall angel. So again, posture, like everything else, becomes very important, not only when we're skiing, but for our activities of daily living. So with your wall angel, you're going to go back against the wall or a pole. I'll go with pole round one. I'm going to stand up tall. I'm going to pull the shoulder blades back. I'm going to go hips, shoulders, and try and get my head back against the wall. And then I'm going to exhale as I press up. Inhale as I come back down. Exhale up. Inhale on the way down. Now, as I had mentioned, heels, hips, shoulders back against the wall. Ideally, head would be back if we have that ideal posture. My posture is something that's a work in progress. So ideally I would be able to come all the way back, but I know I arch my low back when I put that amount of strain on it, hence the work in progress. This is my last one. Up and done. And now I'm just going to do that whole set again. So I'm going to go reverse lunge, down, rotate, stand up tall. Now if I want to go a little bit more aggressive this time, I can rotate here, and then stand up. What's that going to do? It's just going to challenge my stability just a little bit more. From the side, nice tall posture, back knee 90 degrees, and then we step out of it. Back down, 90 degrees, boom, step out of it. Boom. Down. Up. Down. Boom. Boom. Up. Down. Rotate. Up. I got one more. Down. Boom. Boom. Stand up tall. Change side. Right leg goes back. Rotate to the left, right, and stand up. Let's get my lefts and rights on the same page. Boom. Down. Boom. Boom. Again, with today's workout, I have some weights. If you have weights, fantastic. If you don't, that's quite okay. There's lots of options for people without the weights. Boom. Down. Boom. Boom. Stand up tall. Down. Boom. Boom. Stand up tall. Down. Boom. Boom. Stand up tall. Boom. Whew. I think I missed that one. Down. Up. And I'll do one for good luck. Down. Boom. Boom. Stand up. Second set of prisoner squats. Hands behind my head. Chest up nice and tall. Push the knees out. Sink down. Squeeze the glutes as we stand up tall. Inhale. Exhale. Boom. Boom. Again, you'll probably notice in round 2 my pace is starting to pick up. I'm feeling warmer, my heart rate is starting to increase. I'm hoping my mobility is getting better, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Alright, I have 4 more. And then I'm going into my lateral lunge with quad stretch. 2, 3, and last one. And 4. Woo. This time I'm going to start on my left side. Lateral lunge to the left. Left quad stretch. Lateral lunge. Boom. I'm looking to get deep. Get my weight back into my left glute. Engage that glute a little bit more. But also give me that adductor stretch a little bit more as well. What's that going to do? It's going to help stabilize the pelvis. Stabilize the trunk. Hips. For not only skiing, for not only all sports, but for life. If you look back at any of my other videos, you will see videos on how to manage low back pain, and a lot of it comes down to good hip mobility and flexibility. Tight hips equal tight muscles, equal poor posture. Last one, and change side, equals stress on areas like low back. Boom, right side, right quad stretch. Boom. Not always the case, but a lot of issues I'll see as an athletic trainer, personal trainer, will come from tightness and the hamstrings, tightness of the hips, tightness of the hip flexors, quads, IT bands, and a lot of these simple mobility drills help alleviate a lot of those. You can always send me a message for more information on that, or look back through any of my previous videos and posts. Boom. Alright, last few reps here. Boom. Down. And 2 more. Boom, and last one. And done. And then my last one in the warm-up, wall angels. So I'm going to go full back against the wall. Hips, head, shoulders, head, hips, and heels. And try to get my shoulders back. Getting confused? Alright. Exhale up, pause, inhale down. Exhale up, pause, inhale down. Boom. 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 Alright, last 20 seconds. If you notice your low back arching, that's not a good thing. You want to take that pelvis forward. You might have to change your range slightly. Now you're noticing that when I took my pelvis forward, my back comes in a better alignment, but my arms don't reach up as high, and hence something that is a work in progress. Alright, grab a little sip if you would like. We're going to move into our first set of exercises. So the last day 1, we did our compound moves. We did 1 squat, 1 lunge, and 1 deadlift. We went through that whole phase with mobility drills afterwards and a core component afterwards. I'm going to mix it up slightly today. We're going to combine some of our compound moves. So I'm going to do 2 squats, 2 lunges, in the same exercise. All right. So it'll be 2 squats, 2 lunges, alternating. I'm going to change the time slightly because there's 2 different exercises. I'm actually going to go for 90 seconds of work today, and then I'm going to come into some single leg balance after that, and I'm going to do 45 seconds per side. Alright, so the timing's slightly different than last day. Everything was 60 seconds. This is going to be 90 seconds. Okay, so without further ado, you're going to pick up your weights. We're going to squat down twice with 2 lunges. Okay, so the chest is tall. I'm going to go for a reverse lunge on my first round. 2 squats, reverse lunge, reverse lunge. Boom. 2 squats, 2 squats, reverse lunge, reverse lunge. From the side, I think this is my good side. 2 squats, reverse lunge, reverse lunge. As always, I forgot to say, if you don't have weights, that's quite okay. Do it without weights, do it with the band around your feet. Just remember when you take 1 foot out, just do 1 reverse lunge per side. Put your foot back in, and then take the other foot out after your second set of squats. Alright, time for 1 more. 2 squats, nice tall posture. Down, up, squeeze the glutes. Down, up, squeeze the glutes. Reverse lunge, and reverse lunge. Whew. Perfect. Alright, so our next exercise, we're going to do single leg deadlift. I have a weight to use as a counter. If you have one, great. If you don't, that's quite okay. You don't need it. Okay, so single leg deadlift. The last day we did it, you're going to kick back, stand up tall. Alright, so we'll go 45 seconds per leg. I'm going to use that weight to reach out, and I'm going to come back to the middle. Use that weight to reach out, come back to the middle. If I want to step it up a little bit more aggressively, I can come up to a high knee. What am I doing? I'm challenging that hip stability just a little bit more. Boom, reach, come up tall. Now, when I kick my right leg back, you got to make sure that we're not rotating, externally rotating, and keeping it tucked in. So I'm going for that nice flat back. The weight I'm using for this is 5 pounds, so it's not heavy. I'm not looking for a heavy weight, I'm just looking for something light to counteract my kick back. And just about time to switch. My form was not right where it should be. And again, this comes back to warm-ups, movement patterns. It's very difficult to go right into perfection. We're never really looking for perfection, we're looking for improvement. If we're able to do everything perfect, there's no challenge to the muscular, skeletal, or central nervous systems. Boom. So we're never looking for perfection, we're looking for a challenge. Where are we at? How can we challenge it just a little bit more? Alright. I'm going to bring that knee up. There we go. Boom. Woo. Kick out, press, pause, come back in. So this is our mobility drill right after our strength phase. Our next one we're going to go into is a core specific component, so just a bird dog. Boom. I've got 2 more, and the last one, and done. Alright, so with our bird dog, I'm coming down onto all 4s on the mat. I'm going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, pause for just a second, and come back in. Kick out, pause, come back in. And again, you're going to notice round 1, my knee and my hand come back to that start-stop point at each time. I'm keeping my left toe on the ground, even though my right foot is kicking out. If you're in a place to be able to step this up, what can we do? We can extend, pause, come back in without resting. We can lift our left toe off the ground. I'm going to try that. There we go. Ooh, last 2. Actually, I'm struggling with that today. And switch sides. Alright, kick out, pause, come back in. Kick out, pause, come back in. So first few reps, I'm going to leave my toe down. Give me that base of support. Kick out, pause, come back in. As always, we keep the shoulder blades down, relaxed. Don't hike them up. Boom. Now for the last few, I'm going to see if I can lift that back toe off the ground. See how my form is. Boom. 3 more. 1. Nope, my form isn't allowing it. 2. And the last one. And 3. Boom. Alright. And we're going to add one bonus exercise to this round. Set of mountain climbers. Alright. Push-up position, knee to elbow, pause, knee to elbow, pause. Again, pick your level. You can go super fast or you can go nice, slow control. 3, 2, 1. Knee to elbow, pause for 3. Knee to elbow, pause for 3. Boom. Boom. Now, why would this help with my skiing, you might ask? Well, if you're here and you've just done 2 leg exercises, a core component, you're going to find a level of fatigue through your core, through your hips, through your low back, through your abdominals. We're just trying to squeeze a little bit more out of it. What happens when we start to tire on the slopes or with any activity? Our form starts to go, we get neurological breakdown, physical breakdown, something like this. We're looking at strengthening all those support muscles. We got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. So, hence leaving us nice and strong for a full in the slopes. Alright, so 1 round down, 1 to go. Whew. All right, I'm starting to build sweat. I'm gonna take my watch off. All right, here we go. Pick up the weights, round 2. 2 squats, 2 reverse lunges. This time I'm gonna lunge forward, so I'm gonna come back a little. So squat down, up, down, up. This time I'm gonna do a forward lunge, a little bit more aggressive. Forward lunge, a little bit more aggressive. Boom. Squat down, up, lunge, lunge. Boom. Squat, down. And again, timing for this, we're going 90 seconds. Doesn't need to be fast, unless it's much too easy for you. In that case, if it is too easy and you're using weights, go for the heavier ones. One more set. Up. Lunge, lunge. Whew. I think I might have time for one more. That'll take me up to 90. Squat. Up. Lunge. And lunge. Whew. Alright. I'm going to leave my weights out to the side. I'm coming into a single leg deadlift with a contralateral reach. So hinging at the hips, reach that arm long, come up high. Maybe I add a bonus press in there. Optional if it's there for you. Woo. Reach, deadlift, up from the front. Boom, chin tucked in. Left hip is down as it extends and reaches long behind. Ooh. Boom. Down. Up. 2 more. Really starting to feel the stabilizers in my ankle, my feet. Really working for round 2. Woo. Alright, reach. Come up high. Reach. Come up high. Boom. Boom. Woo. You can really see I'm starting to struggle on round 2, but it's a good struggle. It's definitely within my comfort zone. I'm not nailing everything. It's just enough of a challenge. Doesn't get me too downbeat, but it's working me to the right amount. 2 more. Boom. Up, last one. Down, up, and down. Alright, I'm going to come to my bird dog, so I'm going to show you from the front. Alright, for those of you who want to step it up just a little bit more, what you can do is bring your hand and your knee closer to that midline. So when you extend, your base of support is much narrower. Alright, I'll show from the side, extend, pause, and I'm going to see if round 2, if I can keep my toe, my left toe, off the ground. Oh. Boom. It's pretty obvious I haven't been working on this exercise. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change side. So that'll be my homework over the next couple of days. Boom. Boom. Alright, get that nice space of support. My shoulder that's supporting me is down and relaxed. I got nice control as I come out, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can step up the intensity by lifting my bottom toe off the ground. Oh. Alright, I really have to engage, draw that belly button in, focus and tight. Oh. Boom. Kick out, pause, come back in. Kick out, pause, come back in. Boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Woo. And then the last one in this set is our mountain climber. So last time I went right to right, left to left. This time I'm going to do a little bit of a rotational element. I'm going to go right to left knee, and I'm going to go a little quicker. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going to slow it down. Slow and crunch, slow and crunch. The only difference between the two, you're going to find one makes you go a little bit more aerobic. The other, with that pause, engages the abdominals just a little bit more. Woo. Alright, I got 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. 2 rounds down. It's time to move on to the next set. Alright, take a breather, grab a little sip of water. I'm actually going to get a chair for our next set. We're going to do some single leg squats. Alright, so for the next round, we're going to start off with some single leg squats. And again, we're all at different levels. If a full-on single leg squat is too much for you, there's a few different alternatives. You can hold on to a wall, you can use a weight to slowly lower yourself down, or you can hold on to a rope and slowly sit down. So I'm going to show you from the side. We're back to 60 seconds. And so I'm going to lift one foot just an inch off the ground. I'm going to use my arms to slowly sit down as slow as I possibly can. I'm going to use my foot down, stand up tall. So I'm focused on the eccentric loading, or the slowly sitting down, not so much the standing up. Alright. Single foot, balance, slowly down, stand up tall. From the front, what I'm looking for is that knee tracking. You'll probably feel it pretty shaky. We're looking at making sure the knee isn't collapsing in. Alright, so you may need to work hard on pushing that knee out or into that nice straight alignment, keeping it over the front toe. Alright, I'm halfway there. Single leg, slowly sit down, stand up tall. If you don't have a chair or you're using a wall, you can hold on and slowly sit down this way. As always, slow control is the aim of the game. Alright, so 60 seconds is up. I'm going to change that. So now my left leg, which is usually my weaker side, I'm going to use it to eccentrically control my sit down. As I said, some people like to use a weight. It can really help control, similar to my single leg deadlift. It's a little too easy for me today. Not that I want to show off or brag, but I do want to work to a level that's good for me today. Alright, so I'm working on that single leg strength, that single leg balance. Alright, I got 15 more seconds, and then we're going to move into our flutter kicks. That's 1, and done. Okay, so I'm moving this chair out to the side. I'm bringing back in my mat. So with my flutter kicks, I'm lying face down on the mat. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, and I'm going to flutter kick my legs like I'm swimming. Alright, so the last, in our first day's program, we were doing our back extension where everything lifted up off the ground. This is similar. The only thing different is we're squeezing, we're going to flutter kick. So pointed toes, squeeze the glutes, chest can come up, or if you're more comfortable, leave it down, and you're going to point and kick, 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 kick. Alright, we're looking hamstrings, glutes, low back, all those posterior chin muscles. We're just going 30 seconds. I got 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Perfect. Alright, my next exercise, I'm going to come into a side plank. Now, with your side plank, there's a couple of options. If you're able to go into a full-on side plank, terrific. You're going to leave one shoulder down, Keep it packed down and relaxed. You're going to drive the hips up and you're going to hold. Alright, if that's too advanced for you today, you can leave your bottom knee down. Alright, we can hold here, hips forward, head back, top arm is up as always. Remember to smile. Now, if this is too easy, the other one is too difficult, we can also lift that top leg up and go for an isometric hold. If you do that, what we're looking at is push the heel up, don't rotate the hip out. Alright, you're going to feel that glute medius firing up. We're going to work it much, much better. And if you are that advanced person that is going for the full on show, which I'm not going to be able to do for very long, go ahead. Alright, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change side. Whew. Alright. So we'll go 45 seconds. Hips up, head up, hips forward. I started here, then I came down, and I went to that hip abduction. So I'm just going to stay here for round 1. With the side plank, the most important thing is you don't sag, you don't hinge at the hips, you pop them forward, you're working the obliques, you're stabilizing the shoulder, and with that hip abduction, I'm working that top glute, which is fatigued after supporting me in the bottom side. So second time around, don't be surprised if you're breaking down much, much sooner. I've got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Alright, the last one in this set. We're going to call these froggers. You're in a push-up position. You're going to jump your feet in to the outside of your hands. Pause for just a second, and then come back out. Boom. Boom. And we're just going to go 45 seconds. Boom. 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 Woo. Boom. 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 All right, 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Done. Grab a sip of water. Take a moment. Do what you need to feel good. 1 down. 1 more to go. Woo. All right. So when you're ready, we're going to come back. I'm going to power through. I'm coming into my single leg squat. So 1 foot down, slowly lower, stand up tall. All right. So like everything, I'm showing a lot of regressions and progressions. For those of you who are pretty comfortable, as you can see, round 2, I am using just that 1 foot to come up. Round 1, I placed it down and use both feet to come up. If you want to go ahead and step it up further from this, we can slowly come down, power up to a stick. Woo. Slowly down, power up to a stick. It's just a nice little additional element. Slowly down, all the way up. I got 10 more seconds, and then I change leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change. Slowly lower, come up tall. Slowly lower, come up tall. Boom. 2 reps. And 1 more. Slowly down, all the way up and down. All right, I'm going to come into my flutter kicks. So I'm going to go face down on the ground. I'm going to point my toes. I'm going to kick, kick, kick. Squeezing the glutes. Boom. 60 seconds, point those toes long. those hamstrings starting to break down in round 2. And at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Alright, side plank, hip abduction. If you can remember which side you started on the last time, change it. Alright, up we go, 45 seconds. So round 2, I'm going to see if I can do a hip abduction. I'm going to add a little rotation. Oh. Reach up high, hip abduction, pushing up with my heel, rotation, boom. Hip abduction, rotation. Oh. Oh. One more. Up and down. Switch sides. Woo. Alright, I'm rolling that mat. Give my elbow just a little extra comfort. As we all know, it's all about the comfort. Alright, up we go. Hip abduction, little rotation. Hip abduction, little rotation. Boom. Boom. Feels like 3 minutes already. Got 2 more. One. Boom. And last one. And done. Woo. And then I'm going to finish off with my tasty froggers. And you are done. Alright, here we go. Push-up position. The last big push. Shoulders down, relaxed. And then jump out to the side, come back. To the side, come back. Woo. Woo. The last round is always the hardest. That's when we go to breakdown. This is where we start to see results change in our physical appearance, in our physical capabilities. We have 15 seconds. I'm going to take a rest on my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. And there we go. Should be a nice little ski prep day 2. Have fun with it. See you next week.